Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steven Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.
Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife,
Marie.
and you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? It's the moonwalking, trash talking princess of Staten Island. I want to remind you all that Mela is money, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hi, this is Shinsuke Nakamura. Just keep watching Going In the Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, Brendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here, youtube.com/Steven Larson, and available wherever fine podcasts are in the audio realm. If you're listening to us on one of those audio podcast apps, hit pause, leave us a rating or review, and then come back and hit play.
Yeah. What, you can't leave a rating review while you're listening?
I don't know. You're talking to me? We're old. We don't know how to do anything.
It's true.
Look at you're just sitting here and your like screen is blinking blue. It's all crashed and stuff. You act like you're doing stuff. You're not. I have no idea how this stream is even working right now.
Yeah, we don't know how to do technology.
2 days without a botch. Anyways, we're there. We're also here on the YouTube, youtube.com/Steven Larson. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, notify bell. It looks like people might have been doing it because we've been over 192,000 for like a day or two now.
Yeah.
We'll see how long that lasts.
No, it was down this morning.
So I looked at it this morning and it said 191,800 something.
Yeah.
And then I went on Social Blade and I was like, okay, what was the big drop? And it said it was over 192. And so on our homepage it says 192 in like 25 or something. So like everything except for that right there says that we're over, including Social Blade, which is I think the thing to pay attention to. But I don't know, maybe that's Nostradamus, maybe that's tea leaves right there.
Yeah, because I saw this number and I looked, I was like, well, that's a pretty massive drop. What the heck?
But there's been no sub drop.
But there's no thing.
Yeah, see?
All right, well, I guess it's all good then.
I think we're good. Anyways, we're there. We're also on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steven Larson. We got a bunch of new patrons, Larson.
Yeah.
And as we do from $1 and up, you get a shout out and you get access to the Going In Raw Discord, which is a fantastic group, which I'm currently IC champion of. And that'll probably change on Sunday once Survivor Series comes and goes. By the way, our predictions for Survivor Series are up right now.
Yes.
And we are doing consequences this time for the conglomerated Takeover and Survivor Series predictions. Whoever loses has to write a very nice song.
Oh, that's right.
And perform, not perform. I was going to do it on my iPad.
I thought you meant that if the Team Raw.
Holy crap, you did your beard.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you did the whole dad thing today. He walks in with like this total dad sweater.
Oh, I had a half zip up pullover because I went to a school function.
That was awesome. It was like a little too big also. It was like
perfect, I've had it for years.
Perfect.
I bought it back when I used to wear buy larger clothes because I was so thin.
Yeah.
I didn't look like I wasn't just completely, super skinny.
Yeah.
Now I got these guns on me.
Yeah, man. You got to shrink down to like a small just so you're like bulging.
I know. All my t-shirts now I buy are mediums.
Your vascularity.
I used to buy larges.
Shows through. Be great. Anyway, so yeah, we're on the Patreon. Here's some shout outs for you. Some new patrons.
Hit me with
I love that screen is just up. Your custom Converse Chucks.
Well, we did this yesterday. I was trying to create the official Going In Raw Chuck Taylor All-Star Low.
Yeah.
And I got a coupon code and staring at me. I can get custom Chuck Taylors for $60 with tax and shipping, everything. It's a bargain.
I know. I'm going to get on there and
they look great.
I don't have time. I was spending this morning like mailing stuff and getting stuff ready for the show. You're sitting here making shoes, man.
No, I did this yesterday. I didn't just do this.
That's okay. You gotta find a way to get some. You gotta be like LeVar Ball. Get some. Get your own shoe brand. I have my comics. You need to get your shoe brand going.
All right.
Big baller.
Well, I think it's just the manufacturing aspect that I have to take care of. Like I can come with a design. It'll be great.
We have a spare room back there. We can have some.
I don't know how to make shoes.
Have some kids make shoes.
It's illegal.
Not if they don't catch you. Corey Goldberg, Brian Rader, Freddie, your friendly neighborhood friendo. Chetan Patil. Hope I said that name wrong. It might be Chetan Patil.
You say I hope that I said that name wrong?
I hope I said that name right. I probably said it wrong. Let's see here. William Peterson. That's it.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all for your support. Really appreciate it.
There's a lot to get through today because there was 4 hours of programming. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to watch
4 hours of programming today.
I didn't watch the last half hour of the first episode of NXT UK. I had too much stuff going on this morning.
Why would you miss the best thing on TV right now? Can I just say that NXT UK is my number one? I love sitting here watching it with you. It's like one of my favorite things. Like we do the live stream. Like, okay, so for example, tomorrow morning at 9 Pacific, noon Eastern, 5 British time.
Yeah, I think so. We're doing our Survivor Series.
We book Survivor Series.
Yeah, it'll be great
the
card.
popular machinimated video game show that we do using 2K19.
Not quite machinimated.
The undisputed champion, The Undertaker.
Taking on Brock Lesnar.
Supposed to be retired.
Chill Roman. Yeah, no. Figure that out yet. Chill Roman taking on Baron Corbin in a Falls Count Anywhere match
for the United States Championship. That's a huge match right there.
There's tons of huge matches.
Big matches happening
match for
tomorrow
the tag
morning.
Team titles, women's title.
Right here, youtube.com/Steven Larson. So we're doing that. We're doing our very first NXT Takeover reaction stream Saturday evening when it goes down. And then, of course, followed by a recap. And then, of course, we're doing Survivor Series live stream reaction on Sunday.
Yeah.
I cleared it all through Lacey. She's all good with that. Thank God. We've got understanding wives. They understand that we're making money.
Mm-hmm.
So there's all that. And then today, midnight Pacific time, the deadline for the Steve W Fun Wrestling
Draft.
We have not announced the date for the draft.
Mostly because we don't know.
We need time. I was trying out I have a list of talent in my phone. I'm figuring out what my number one draft pick is going to be, partially based off of what I think you might do if you get the number one draft pick.
That's the wrong strategy, man. You can't draft out of spite.
No. It's not spite. It's strategy, because you might try to draft out of spite for me.
No, it's not.
Are we going to have
I don't care who you want.
Are we going to do any backroom deals? Like, hey, before the draft starts, you agree not to take this guy. I'll agree not. No?
No way.
No shenanigans?
No way. Ooh. No smoke-filled rooms. No negotiations before the draft.
I don't think the damn fire's out here. This room is already smoke-filled.
Yeah, it's pretty smoky outside right now.
It's pretty nasty outside.
It's not fun.
So no backroom deals.
No.
What a bummer. Just straight ahead war.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, why would I want to negotiate with you? I want to destroy you.
Really? That's the point of fun wrestling, to destroy me?
Well, the point of fun wrestling is to have fun.
Let me ask you this. Who's going to take the Going in Raw Illuminati?
Well, I guess it's been whoever has the first pick.
They're going to go with the number one pick?
I didn't necessarily say that.
Oh, man. I don't know who I want to see. Because you know what's going to happen if the Going in Raw Illuminati come to WCW. At least, I'm already planning for 2 murders in my first episode.
Yeah, so you're probably going to kill off a couple of them.
At least 2 of them are going to die.
Yeah.
So I don't know when the draft's going to be. Probably in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I'm hoping by maybe the end of the month.
Maybe after, maybe the week after Thanksgiving or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like the end of November. That sounds good.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm not going to, no, Jonathan wants me to, Super Chat here wants me to drop some prospective draftee names. No. I'm not going to tip you off. Are you kidding me? I'm already filling you out by asking about the Illuminati. But I don't know. I might want you to take the Illuminati just to see what Fun Wrestling does with them.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man. But I was having some fun. I'm not even going to stream tryouts. I'm not going to stream auditions.
Wow.
I'm not going to do that. I don't want to tip you off at all. But I was.
You can stream auditions all you want. I'm not going to watch.
You're not going to watch.
No, I got too many other things to do.
But you might find out through the grapevine.
Oh, entirely possible.
I was vigorously analyzing both in the men's division and the women's division. Lots of good talent out there. I think I found a star. I think I found my star, though.
Who?
In the new crop. I'm not telling you. But he's so low-key. He's so low-key. I've got some stories planned, man. This is going to be great. I'm so excited.
Good. I'm happy you're excited.
Anyways, we'll get. Do we nutshell anything before we do?
I don't know. There's too much to nutshell.
A lot to get.
Great main event.
Match of the freaking week: Cedric Alexander versus
fantastic.
Leo Rush.
What the heck was that stunner that Leo Rush did? I never seen
The
anything like that.
bottom rope springboard stunner.
Wasn't it off his butt?
Was it off his butt? They
thought
didn't
so.
replay it.
No, I know. I think he springboarded off his rear end.
Oh my god! And even dude, Nigel laughed. He said, "What was that move?" Even
I know.
That was awesome.
That was crazy.
And that sell for the lumbar check.
That looks like the most fun move to sell.
How do you go?
Leo Rush was dead weight coming off of Cedric's
But here's
legs.
the thing. How are you dead weight and you still spring up? Like, that was what's crazy about it.
know.
He looked dead, but you have to, like, exert yourself to bounce
No,
up
I think
off
when
it.
Cedric hits it, he pushes up with his legs.
Yeah, but Leo, like, did some freaking crunches, but still came off as dead.
It was incredible.
That match was absolutely incredible.
Because he popped up and just didn't move all the way down to the ground. Exactly. It was incredible.
That was amazing.
That move looked like a blast.
That was great. NXT proper was a little on the lame side, to be honest with you.
I wasn't that impressed by it.
There was too many packages hyping up.
Takeover. It was Bianca Bel-Air, Mia Yim match was decent.
Bianca's a star.
Oh, she's fantastic.
She's a star. Especially this past like month.
Did you know she was chewing gum that whole match?
Yeah. Oh man.
Incredible.
She's a superstar. Her character work during the match might be top 5 WWE right now. She is relentless with her character work. It's great. It's so great. Never slips out.
Nope.
Never slips out.
Never.
So good. Anyways, and then NXT UK. What can I say, man? Although they got it backwards. Did you notice that too?
Yeah, that was the issue. Because
Yeah.
we watched what we thought was number 1 here, but that was number 2 for the week.
The most recent upload, according to their timeline, when you go to NXT UK, was actually the episode that preceded the second to last one. They got them backwards. So we watched.
Not my thing.
On your thing,
When I opened up this morning on my Fire Stick, the one that we thought was the first one was listed first, left to right. So that was the newest one. The one to the right of that was one where they debuted the belt. That took place before the one we started watching here.
That's what I'm. Yeah, right. The one. Yeah. So the
So
one
left to right, it
the
was
one
it was
for- yeah.
it was newest to oldest.
Left to right was newest
to oldest.
But it's not supposed to, because the next one was last week's. That's what you're saying, right? Because
No, it was
on
2
the,
this week and then last week's.
okay,
yeah.
on the Fire Stick, here's the newest one.
Yeah.
Here's the oldest one.
Yeah.
Right? But this one right here these should have been flipped.
Not necessarily.
Because I chose the one. Look, if it goes,
If it goes
4 weeks ago,
chronologically-
3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, then this one should have been here and this one should have been here.
And that's not how it's ordered, though.
Yeah,
it's
it
newest
is.
to oldest.
Well, maybe they fixed it. Maybe they changed it, because yesterday when I went in there to
I
set it
understand.
up,
Yeah.
So and
because
then-
the one that we started watching, that I finished watching yesterday, was the main event was Zach Gibson versus Trent Seven.
yeah, that's one we watched yesterday.
Yeah, that's the second of the 2. That's the newest one in the continuity. Because the one before that listed
That's not how it was on mine this morning. Because even this morning when I checked it, I was like, "What the heck is going on?"
No, I
here?
checked mine this morning that it was. See, but I didn't do it. What is that through? Just the all? I did NXT UK.
Okay, so now this is set up right, but yesterday
that's
it
how it was.
wasn't.
That's how it
Yesterday
was
was the
when
other
I
way.
did this morning.
And even this morning it was set up different.
That's weird
on mine. So whatever. Anyways, so I watched them backwards. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, not much.
I was just like, why are these girls coming out for the women's title? They already lost.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's do these super chats and we'll get on with it.
Yeah. Brendan Norris, yo, friend knows my birthday was Tuesday, so have some of my money. Thank you. Happy birthday to you. Fear and Loathing in NYC. Hello, friendos. Home from work. High as F. In kayfabe, do parenting skills change when a wrestler goes heel, or in Birdie Danielson's case, both parents?
Wait, what?
In kayfabe, do parenting skills change when a wrestler goes heel? It's right there.
Yeah, no, I'm looking. What do you think?
No, not necessarily.
Parenting skills change. No, because that's their work. That's their work stuff.
Yeah, no, but he's saying kayfabe. Like if you do a wholesale character change, kayfabe wise, is that all encompassing? Does it affect how you approach life in general?
This is a weird thing. Heel turns. All of a sudden, I'm going to be a dick when I wasn't a dick before.
Yeah.
I'm like hella cool, and then I'm a dick all of a sudden. It is a weird thing. So,
It is
yeah,
kind of a
in
weird
kayfabe, yeah. All of a sudden, you're abusive.
Well, I wouldn't go that.
All of a sudden, you're all of a sudden, you're knee-plussing Birdie.
Oh, dear. Enforcer Stevie Bradley says, hashtag we are here.
Well, I already know what it is, man. It's the GIR Illuminati.
Yeah. Wayne Maker, how do you feel about the Illuminati?
Dude, yeah, you better hope he drafts them, seriously, at this point. You better hope that you get drafted to Fun Wrestling. Do you want to take on that? There's like a 5-person faction.
I know. That's good value.
And
Factions are great value.
There's one good member there. A.O. Worm.
Oh, he's great.
He's great.
Jason the Cabbie, his character looks great.
He's too skinny. Like a twig. Like that.
Vinny Elliott looked great, too.
Wayne Maker Reborn is simply a gimmick infringement right there. He's the first one.
I knew you were going to say that. Fear and Loathing NYC. I know this particular angle has been brought up many times. Only 2 get dismissed or eye rolls, but any chance Heyman turns on Lesnar and joined Daniel Bryan? Nah.
Oh, nice. Diddly Doodler backs me up. He says Steve is correct. They flipped episode 7 and 8. Thought I was going crazy there for a second.
No, I don't see Heyman aligning himself with Daniel Bryan.
No, I don't see him aligning with anybody.
No.
I mean, maybe like 10 years from now.
Yeah, down the line maybe. Wayne Maker says Larson Sweatshop, clap, 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 clap. Because he brought up that I should make shoes back there.
Yeah,
but that's
man.
not going to happen.
Yeah. Like not, I'm sorry. I didn't mean our kids. Other people's kids.
No, none.
People who are less fortunate. We send them back there.
Josh Little says, War Games!
Got a couple families back there, maybe.
We read Jonathan's. $2 one message retracted.
Oh, I love those ones.
Christian 29D going to NXT taping tonight. What can I expect? A blast, I guess. I've never been to an NXT taping, so I don't know.
So are they going to do all angles that don't involve the 3 people that are going to be fighting at War Games?
Mm-hmm.
Cody Miles, Friendoverse, coming for you. Discord Club for life. All that business ears. I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, I don't know any of that's about.
DJ Chicken, why'd you trim your beard, Larson?
It was getting out of control.
You were almost to the Luke Harper level of beard mode.
Beard mode!
Hey, Steve, how's Red Dead going? I stabbed a guy the other day.
Oh, what a blast.
I had a choice to make. Either save this dude from falling off a cliff.
Yeah.
Listen, man, if somebody...
Or pushing him.
Well, I stomped his hands. Because he's like this.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. He rolls up to me and says... No, I'm an outlaw, right? I'm like a train robbing guy.
Mm-hmm.
He comes up to me and my crew and says, I remember you. You were in Blackwater. And I was like, no, man, it's not me. And he's like, oh, no, I definitely remember you. I'm like, no, I have a familiar face. He says, oh, no, I've seen you. And then he rides off. And I'm like, all right, bro, that's it. So you get on your horse, chase him. He's off, like hanging off a cliff because he falls off his horse.
Yeah.
And you question him for a bit. You allay his fears. And then you have a choice between either killing him, you get info from him, then you can either kill him or let him live. Why would I ever let that guy live? So I stomped his hand. He fell down the cliff. I took out my gun, and I shot his body to make sure it was done.
All right.
I'm not messing around in the Old West.
Apparently not.
Let's talk about 205 Live.
Ruthless. Yes, show kicked off with Drew Gulak and Jack Gallagher taking on Akira Tozawa and Brian Kendrick. Why do I find that I really don't care when Jack Gallagher's involved in a feud?
Because there's nothing to care about.
Like, Drew Gulak's really good. I like him a lot. Akira Tozawa's really good.
Yeah, but he's being wasted because who cares about the other guys? Look, I like Akira Tozawa, but what have they done with him lately? Like in the past 6 months?
Not a lot. They haven't really done anything with him since he lost the Cruiserweight title back to Neville.
Yeah. That was a shame. That was like, what do you have, like a week?
Yeah, that was a week.
That was a shame.
And I like Brian Kendrick, but again, doesn't really feel like they're doing much with him.
Yeah, I did kind of like that little interview where she's like, you guys went through war against each other, so like, how is this going to work? And then Akira Tozawa thinks about it and he just leaves because doesn't know.
Yeah.
And Brian Kendrick says, well, then he just walks away.
And then he walks away too.
That was comical.
Yeah, that was good.
And this was the match was fine.
The match was fine. I don't know. I just feel like character-wise, they're not doing really anything interesting with. Like, there's no stakes. Like, why should I really care?
I don't really get what this is about. I mean, I know Brian Kendrick's mad and stuff. Why is Akira Tozawa out there? Anyways, so Brian Kendrick and Akira Tozawa, they have some miscommunication. They literally start talking to each other during a match, And that leads to...
Well, it wasn't a miscommunication. Akira had Drew an octopus stretch, and then Gallagher pushes Kendrick into Akira to break up the hold.
Yeah, I mean, in wrestling terms, it's basically miscommunication.
Right. And so, yeah, then they kind of have a stare down, like, what was that?
They just start talking to each other.
What was
like,
that?
hold on. So here's the deal. And then, of course, I think Gallagher comes in and he, like, shoves Kendrick out of the way, and then the other dude taps out Akira Tozawa. Is that right?
Drew rolls him up, gets the pin.
Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, rolled him up. So that happened. After that, we had Cruiserweight title match weigh-in, where Buddy Murphy outweighed Mustafa Ali by 22 pounds.
Yeah. They got into a shoving match afterward, the weigh-in.
Well, because they both get off the scales, they're done, and they have a stare down, and then Buddy Murphy like whispers something to Mustafa. I didn't hear what he said.
Yeah, I didn't hear what he said either.
And then Mustafa said, "Yeah, well, you know what? The same thing's gonna happen to you next time." And then Buddy Murphy pushes him. I don't know what Buddy Murphy said. It's probably something rude. You want to get sandwiches after this? Hey, look, man. All I said was, do you want some sandwiches? What about a Red Delicious?
A what?
Red Delicious.
Oh, an apple, yeah. Then after that, we had a Buddy Murphy interview. So he went from the weigh-in room to interview room. Teleported, apparently. I didn't really get any sense.
God damn, can we just get to the Cedric Alexander match?
Yeah, it was a really good match. Although I want to talk about Mike Karma and Craig Kesselman.
Please do. No lucha. No lucha. Okay? He kept on saying that.
I know.
Listen, no lucha. And then he looked back at his partner. No lucha. No lucha.
That didn't work. There was lucha.
There was lots of lucha, and they got their asses kicked.
They did.
This match took way longer than it should have, though.
Yeah, I know.
Those guys were chumps.
Yeah, they were. Great names, though.
Yeah, Mike Karma, Craig Kesselman. And yet I didn't even notice, but they probably had different names on their trunks.
On their trunks, I know. Lindsay got the pin. I don't know which one is which, between Mike Karma and Craig Kesselman. But he got the pin on one of them after a Salida del Sol from Kalisto and a shooting star press from Lindsay. And then after Lucha House Party picked up the W, Maria Kanellis shows up in the Titantron.
I love her, man.
She's
so great.
Business.
She's so great.
And so is that match between TJP and Grand Metalik for next week.
Mm-hmm. She kept on talking about Grand Metalik like they had done something to him or something. He's going to be the Manchurian Candidate or something.
Oh, maybe.
They kidnapped him, and that's a great angle.
That'd be cool if he gets out there and he takes off his own mask.
Yeah. Yes. They do like a Sirhan thing, RFK tapes, where they allegedly hypnotize them.
Hypnotize them, yeah.
And they give them commands to go out there and like lay down, do the finger.
Well, that's just a Manchurian Candidate thing. It's kind of the same thing, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that in W. Steve W.
Okay.
That's a great idea.
You better write it down.
Assassinations, Manchurian Candidate. You ever see that?
Oh, yeah. It's a great movie.
I don't think I've seen it before.
The original one?
Yeah.
The original one's fantastic.
Was there like a redo?
Yeah, they remade it with Denzel Washington and Jonathan Demme.
Oh.
Remade it.
Yeah,
that wasn't bad.
That doesn't count.
But the original.
You saw that one?
Yeah.
Why would you have watched that?
I like the original one a lot.
Oh, okay.
Jonathan Demme's a good filmmaker. I like Denzel Washington. Meryl Streep was in it.
Those are all good selling points.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. But
did you watch that movie, The Post, that came out recently?
I haven't watched any recent movies.
Yeah.
I don't really watch movies anymore. Too much wrestling to watch.
There's a lot of wrestling out there, man.
But watch the original Manchurian Candidate. It's great. Frank Sinatra, Lawrence Harvey, Angela Lansbury.
I'll check that out.
It's really good.
Yeah, me and Lacey like watching
John
old films.
Frankenheimer.
We just haven't done that in a while.
Directed
That's
it.
Frankenheimer, really?
Yeah.
Holy
It's
crap.
really good.
Holy moly. Gotta watch that.
You know, it came out like a few weeks before JFK was assassinated, and they pulled it from theaters.
Wow. Do we put that on our 10 for the win? Movies pulled from theaters? I think we did that.
We might have.
Maybe.
It's a good movie, though. Anyway, so yeah, like I said earlier, match between TJP and Grand Metalik. Next week after that, Cedric Alexander in some pretty cool looking new gear was in the hallway and then turned towards camera.
Yeah.
And dropped a promo.
That was great. That was some sick gear, man.
Yeah, man.
He was like reborn, Cedric reborn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, this is a good match.
So let's talk about Cedric versus Leo Rush.
Such a good match.
Yeah.
What was that stunner?
It was. I've never seen anything like that. Never seen anything like that.
Oh, man.
And it was so crisp, so fast.
Yeah. I didn't notice. Did we get much of a reaction after the match with Leo? Or did they just quantum leap to that Mustafa Ali?
They kind of just quantum leap to.
Okay.
Leo was really selling the lumbar check. He was out.
Yeah.
He was out.
Yeah. Boy, that entire. I watched that finish sequence from the stunner, like on. because it was like the stunner, and then Cedric sold the crap out of that. And then like they did this weird thing where all of a sudden Leo was like almost in Styles Clash position to take it from Cedric. Cedric tried to get him up for a power bomb. There was 2 Spanish flies in this match too.
Yeah, each hit one. Yeah,
because they he rolled he rolled through and flipped over Cedric for like a pin. He kicks out, tosses Leo against the ropes, hits Spanish fly, gets him up, rolls through the Spanish fly, keeps him. Gets him up for a lumbar check. That was the finish of the match.
Yeah, it was really good.
But the match was it was stellar.
Yeah.
God damn, that was a good match.
Some great storytelling, too. Early on where Leo was using his speed advantage, and Cedric was trying to outmuscle him. And then about halfway through, Cedric said, all right, I can hang with you in terms of the speed.
Yeah.
And kind of did one of Leo's spots, not quite turning 90 degrees on the run, but doing some misdirection. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic match. At one point, Leo goes for final hour. Cedric moves. And there's that stunner. Incredible.
Mr. Sinister here in Discord said, did Marie come out dancing? No.
Cedric wins with a lumbar check. Hell of a sell by Leo Rush. If you haven't checked out this match, please do. It's exceptional.
Dude, it's so good.
It's so good.
It honestly, like the close, it reminded me so much to a degree. Although Leo was different character-wise when we saw him at PWG, but it kind of reminded me of Ricochet.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Rush.
I thought that too.
Man,
that's one thing the commentary was talking about was Cedric's experience advantage.
Yeah.
So it kind of gave you the sense of
it had the same kind of feel.
Rush.
But Leo was total babyface at PWG. Man, that's a match I'd love to see, Cedric versus Ricochet.
Oh, hell yeah.
That'd be a great match. And then it ended with a Mustafa Ali promo. I love that they let him do this. Obviously, they like his promos.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, this was not a do-it-yourself type promo. This had like a regular camera, but he was in the locker room, and he's still a hell of a promo guy.
Hell yeah, man.
He's so good. And then that's it. Match ended, or the show ended.
Yeah.
Next up, NXT UK Episode 7. At the head of the show, the women's division comes out, and Triple H then comes out to
yes.
A huge applause. He brings out the headmaster, Johnny Saint.
Yes.
Johnny Saint. And they unveil the beautiful.
Are you ready?
These women here are ready to. Are you ready? The game. Global localization. Look at this title. And they unveil the title, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Well, it's pretty much just like the one Pete Dunne has, but with the white strap.
Yeah, which is, again, beautiful.
Yeah, it's a good-looking belt.
Absolutely beautiful. The Pete Dunne belt.
Yeah, the Pete Dunne belt. They should rename it the Pete Dunne belt.
They really should. Nobody, man. He's going to have that. He's probably going to end up having that for like 2 years.
Maybe.
It's going to take a, because now it feels like they're going to do a Zach Gibson, James Drake. Like, who's in the singles? It's all tag guys now.
I know.
Who's in the singles division anymore?
Like, I can't think of anybody in the singles division.
There's nobody except for Mastiff.
Maybe. But they're booking him kind of as a face, though. Kind of.
Who, Mastiff? Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't see him. There's 2 guys, potentially, that they can maybe build up. It's Mastiff and I think Jordan Devlin. They're doing something with Jordan Devlin.
Yeah.
And at least he's a heel.
Yeah.
And I know.
I'm still
kind of a tweener.
I'm still on Dunn as a heel thing.
No, he's a tweener.
Oh, but they could, but here they could do a tweener versus Mastiff as a face thing.
Yeah, that's not.
They
a problem.
could do that.
That's not a problem. No,
I actually think that makes more sense than I just think that makes more sense than Devlin versus Pete Dunne. Because Pete Dunne, okay, if you have a spectrum, if we have this heel face spectrum, right? In the middle lies tweener.
Yeah,
because that's
Pete
what
Dunne is.
Tweener means.
Yeah, it's in between heel and face. Yeah,
but he's still closer to the heel spectrum. We even saw that with his WarGames team this week when he was like, "Oh no, mate," like Ricochet was trying to be Mr. Diplomacy, just saying, "Hey, I'm the one and only. I should be the one out there." And Pete Dunne immediately was about to eat his face.
Yeah,
Pete Dunne, Danny Burch is a face. He took on Pete Dunne a couple weeks ago. I think he's still on the heel-ish side of tweener.
He's a tweener with some attitude issues. That's what he is.
Mastiff makes more sense. I like Jordan Devlin though.
They put more effort into building up Jordan Devlin as a character than they have Mastiff. Mastiff really hasn't any promo time, whereas 2 weeks in a row Jordan Devlin has had some promo time.
I wonder what Mastiff is like on the mic.
I don't know.
Mastiff is, I just think he's one of those dudes who's got that, like, he's one of the only guys who has that, like, people are naturally just behind him. And they're doing the camera shake thing with him. I don't know, man. I think it's sort of Mastiff, and there's like kind of nobody else. We'll see about Jordan Devlin. I like Jordan Devlin.
Yeah, I like Jordan Devlin a lot. I think he's really good.
I don't see him versus Pete Dunne as being a thing, though. I could be wrong. Could be wrong.
I feel like Jordan Devlin's put on a ton of muscle since the first United Kingdom tournament.
Yeah, he looks thicker.
He's jacked now.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jordan Devlin, he was in the first match taking on Sid Scala.
Thing I love about Sid Scala is that he's got his entire name on the back of his trunks.
You know, I think he's been on basically every episode so far.
Yeah, man. And then in the next episode, he had a freaking thing where he was going to have a sit down with Johnny Saint. This is the jobber who's like politicking his way into a spot.
Man. He's going to take that belt off Pete Dunne.
Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
But he couldn't get past Jordan Devlin. Jordan Devlin wins with his finisher, which is great.
I love that finish,
it's fantastic.
Man. It's good.
And then he did an interview where he called out...
He eventually called out Ligero.
Yes.
He said, because he said Jordan Devlin, the interviewer, I forget his name, crazy hair dude. I love him. He's great. He's so good. He's got a weird name too. He said something about finding himself. Jordan, have you found yourself? You say, you don't need to talk to me about finding myself. There's a guy back there with a cape and a mask, and he comes from Leeds.
No, he said he calls himself a luchador.
He calls himself a luchador.
But he's from Leeds.
But he's from Leeds. And the crowd died.
Yeah.
This is a great line.
It is a good line.
He's from Leeds. You want to talk to somebody about finding themselves, Oh, he didn't even mention Ligero's name. The crowd started bringing up Ligero.
He said, you want to talk to somebody about finding themselves, talk to him.
Yeah. That was good.
That was fantastic.
That was real. And then they made the match for
a couple weeks.
Next week, I think it is.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah, next week, sorry. After that, we got Kenny Williams and Amir Jordan.
I love that with Kenny Williams, they're still referring to his gimmick being lucky.
Yeah, I know. And he has like this weird mission. He's almost took some of his ring gear-ish and his mannerisms from Kushida. He's got a vest. He's got 3D glasses for some reason. He gets on the turnbuckle and does this.
Yeah, he does, right? Yeah.
And it's all very Kushida.
And the British Kushida. And he was with Amir Jordan versus Saxon Huxley and Joseph Connors. Why aren't they doing more with Joseph Connors?
I don't know. He had a new like long vest thing. He had new ring gear or entrance gear.
Saxon Huxley's fine.
He picked up the win here. He pinned Kenny Williams after doing his finisher.
I feel like he should be. Wasn't he like one of the standouts in the sort of like 2 years ago British scene, like with WCPW?
Oh, he used to be WCPW champ.
Yeah, he was like a standout.
He was in a program with Drew McIntyre.
Did he do anything in Progress?
I don't know.
Wayne Maker will probably know all that stuff. He's our British insider.
Yes.
He's our British Karen. Karen's our NXT insider.
Yes.
He has to explain to me all the chants.
Oh, yeah. After that, we had a Trent Seven press conference.
Why isn't this guy in Hollywood right now?
I know.
Or at least on the BBC.
Yeah.
Dude, this guy should be an actor.
He should be.
God, he's so good.
He's really good.
He's so
This
charismatic.
oozes charisma.
They were asking about Zach Gibson. You know, what's your deal with Zach? Well, let's see here. You know, cheers to him. Debuted in the UK tournament. Went through that. Second day, not so much. Oh, it's so good.
That's funny.
He's so good. God dang it, he's so good. I can't even do it. But it was good. He ran down Zach Gibson in the most lovely way possible.
Yeah.
Basically, right?
Yeah.
You know, on the mic. I'm a pro wrestler and a sports entertainer. On the mic, in the ring. Can he hang with me? Probably not. Let's have a go. Oh, I love NXT UK. It's my favorite thing. Right
next, this is where I stopped watching. Tyler Bate versus James Drake. How was this match, Steve? I see that Tyler Bate picked up the win.
It was good. The crowd started chanting Nickelback at James Drake because he totally looks like that guy.
Yeah.
What's his name? Chris Kroger?
Chad Kroger.
Yeah, they did. They also started chanting ass face because he has a picture of his face on his butt.
Face on his butt.
Yeah.
He does.
So that was good. No, it was good. It was a Tyler Bate match. He's trying to go for a Tyler driver the entire time, and eventually he hits it. You got, what is it, Bip and Bop or Bonk?
Yeah, Bip and Bop.
Bip and Bop, whatever. No, it was fine. Tyler Bate wins.
And after that, the main event was Wolfgang versus Ashton Smith.
Wolfgang is the least convincing heel there is. The man has the face of a teddy bear. And it's obvious that even he's not quite sure what to do as a bad guy. Like in the ring, it's fine. Like he's fine and aggressive. But it's just he's got this look on his face. Like I get the feeling that originally WWE thought Wolfgang could be a guy they could really run with along the line. Remember it was Andrews, Wolfgang, and then British Strong Style.
Yeah.
And it just sort of didn't pan out that way. He seems like too lovely a guy.
I know.
To be hanging out with the Coffee Brothers, who legitimately seem terrifying.
Yeah.
They're scary.
Yeah, they are scary.
But he's just there, and it's like his face looks like it wants to smile.
I know. Like he really wants to like give high fives people on the way to the ring.
And I think
but he's afraid the Coffee Brothers will punch him if he does it.
Right. This is like when Cena was with Nexus.
Yeah.
Like he's supposed to be a bad guy, but he's supposed to be a bad guy, but he's just a good guy. But he doesn't want to let down the bad guys.
Yeah. His heart's not in it.
Exactly. I think Ashton Smith is the guy who said his style was intensity. Because he's got the most herky-jerky movements. Like he's very itchy almost in there. Anyways, Wolfgang wins.
Second episode kicked off with Dakota Kai versus Nina Samuels.
First round of the women's title tournament.
It was a fun match. Dakota Kai is tons of fun to watch, man.
I love anytime somebody will start doing like a lap inside the ring
to get
a kickoff. Yeah, I can watch that all day long. It's great.
Dakota Kai's finisher is awesome.
Yeah.
And that's how she won, pinning Nina Samuels after hitting her finisher. Next, we had a Mark Andrews interview. Speaking of good-natured gentlemen, he seemed very good-natured about this whole. Here's the thing, like the whole vibe of the interview was like, oh, you guys settled your differences against Coffee Brothers. They beat them. The Coffees won, right?
Right. Didn't they?
Yeah.
They did, right?
They won the 6-man tag match.
Yeah,
it was Coffees and Wolfgang
yeah.
against Andrews, Flash Morgan Webster, and Ashton Smith.
It's settled. They're better than us. What do you want?
I guess so. But he just
what am I supposed to do?
It was totally fine. Then Flash Morgan Webster comes in.
I came here for gold. I can't honestly here's the thing about Mark Andrews. I love everything about what I see in the ring. It's amazing. Everything else, God, it irritates the crap out of me. He's too... I don't know. It's everything, like his music, which I know is his own band. It's too, God, what's the word I'm looking for? What would you call that song that he comes out to? What kind of music is that?
Well, it's pop punk.
Pop punk.
Yeah.
Which is the worst kind of, it's like not punk.
Yeah, it's not real.
It's
really.
crap punk. I hate it so much. It's the worst. And like everything about him screams pop punk.
I'm trying to think of the right word.
Like fake, poser. That's what it comes off.
Yeah, the word's escaping me right now, but there's a word.
It's like suburban punk. Like it's like it's just bad, and he annoys me.
Okay.
I came here to get gold. Good for you. So did everybody else.
Yeah.
But you just lost in a 6-man tag match. Mm-hmm. You're not doing anything.
And then Flash Morgan Webster comes in and says, "Yeah, let's do that together."
At least I like him as a wrestler.
Yeah.
He's so awkward. Everything about Flash Morgan Webster is so ordinary.
Yeah.
But I really like him in there. Same with Mark Andrews. I'm going to love this tag team.
Yeah, it'd be a good tag team.
And I love watching their promos because I just sit there and make fun of it. But I love them. They're great.
Yes.
I think they're fantastic. They're probably great people too.
Oh, yeah.
He's the dude. Flash Morgan's the dude who I was in line at PWG. He said, looked at my Pete Dunne shirt, said, Bruiserweight. And I didn't know what to say. I was like, that was awkward. And then he said, I was like, oh, yeah, I love Pete Dunne. He's great. Not thinking to myself, that dude's he's probably grown up with him.
Yeah, no, he's probably known him for years.
Yeah. Anyways.
Anywho.
Oh, how does that song go?
Mark Andrews one?
Yeah, is it on my phone? Can I get it?
I don't know. Yeah, you probably can, but you can't play it here.
Why not?
Because we'll get demonetized.
Nah, man.
Yeah, we will. Next,
Mark
Ashton Smith interview that was cut short due to Eddie Dennis.
Oh, my favorite.
So we're getting Eddie Dennis versus Ashton Smith.
I love Eddie Dennis. It does not coming up, Mark Andrews.
Oh, bummer, man. Too bad for you.
Ashton Smith. So is Ashton Smith, is he the guy who is Intensity?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be great because Eddie Dennis is already...
Is Intensity.
He's already intense. This is going to implode the freaking... Oh, and they were in a new... there's a new taping, a new
they were
venue.
in Birmingham?
Birmingham?
Birmingham, I think.
It looked great. It looked legit. The other place bothered the crap out of me, but
it looked like a nice venue. Just had a wall on one side of the arena. Next was Jake Castano taking on the debuting Tyson T-Bone.
I love Alex C in chat says, being from Leeds is almost worse than being a Scouser, a Liverpudlian, I guess.
Oh.
Alex C also says, Wolfgang owns a pub. If he wants to be heel, then his gimmick should be refusing to give cider to 16-year-olds. Oh, man.
That's funny.
You guys are killing me. I need to move there. Hey, you want to move? Pack up the family. Let's move to England. Come on, we could do this from there.
I mean, we could do it from there, but
all the collaborations with those big money
that'd be
ballers,
great. But then I
cultaholic.
have family here that can't move. I want to stay near my family.
Be your own man. Move on. Be your own man.
It's not about being my own man. Why is this idea in your head that I'm not my own man?
Do you think I think that?
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Why do you think I?
Because I was like, we were talking about a TV thing the other day. It's like, oh, let me have my wife talk to your wife, and I'll get it all sorted out. Like you were gonna be the one that would lead the charge to convince my wife to let me buy a TV. And I was like,
friend,
that's not the issue.
We are all beholden to our own wives, and if you think otherwise, you are crazy.
I didn't say anything to the contrary. Just you led me to believe that you didn't think I was my own man. I was capable of making my own decisions.
I'll help you out, okay?
And what did I tell you when I came in here?
What'd you say?
The TV purchase will take place.
Yeah, see? I came through.
You didn't do a damn thing.
Steve is best. Let's go, Larson.
Jake Castano versus Tyson T-Bone. Tyson T-Bone, of course, is the very first.
My new favorite.
Just like everybody in NXT UK.
My name's Tyson T-Bone, yeah? Yeah, fucker. How is this not Brad Pitt from Snatch? That's who he is. My name's Tyson T-Bone. Hey, Periwinkle Blue. Oh, my man. Oh, a trailer for my man.
Tyson T-Bone delivered a couple of stiff clotheslines to Jake Castano and picked up the win.
Oh, that was great because the second to last one, it was
almost like a forearm.
It was like a forearm or a punch or something. And Jake Castano, he just crumbled. That was like a base hit.
It really
was.
He
didn't so the last one, he sold it. He flopped on his back. He did a bump.
Yeah.
But that other one, he just stopped in his tracks and crumbled.
It's almost like he didn't know it was coming.
Yeah. Hey, punch him. Punch him in the face.
Afterwards, Tyson T-Bone had a promo.
Yeah, hey, everybody. There's gonna get him.
And he's walking back up the ramp, and then Dave Mastiff comes down. And the whole time, Dave Mastiff has a match against Dan Maloney, and Tyson T-Bone's on the ramp just doing this.
Yeah. Then he just watched the match.
Yeah.
They kept on going back to him. It was great.
It's like, I see you. It's like, yeah, we get that we see you. Seen you do this 15 times already.
Yeah. See, Sam Southall says, why are all Steve's UK accents from the south of England? I'm terrible at it. That's why I'm so bad at it.
So Dave Mastiff.
It's a mishmash of all the UK stuff that I love, which is all over the proverbial UK map.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
So bad.
Mastiff picked up the win over Dan Maloney with the cannonball. It's corner cannonball.
Mm-hmm.
Looks great. Mm-hmm. After that, the Sid Scala interview you mentioned earlier where he said he didn't have the best of luck, but he's going to go talk to Johnny Saint about getting some more opportunities. Next, after that, Jinny versus Millie McKenzie.
This is a good match.
Yeah, it was. Another first-round match for the NXT UK Women's Championship.
Who's the Women's Progress Champion right now? Do we know? Jinny had taken it from Toni Storm.
Yeah, I don't know if she's still champ or not.
Progress.
This is the first match I've seen from Millie McKenzie, and she's really good.
She's only
18.
I've seen some of her work with Pete Dunne.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw one where I think it was like her and British Strong Style came out to the Friends theme song.
Oh, that's funny.
And she was like trying to hug everybody, and Pete Dunne was like, being grumpy Pete Dunne.
Yeah,
it's so good.
That's
man.
so good. This is a great match. Jinny picked up the win with like a ripcord rolling kick.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy. That spot that Jinny does where she gets her opponent in the it's Jinny still.
Looks like it's still Jinny.
In the kind of surfboard stretch is awesome. The way she rolls through and just like knocks him over. That's a great looking belt.
Look at that title. Man, this weekend I gotta watch Progress. I keep on forgetting to.
And then our main event, Zach Gibson versus Trent Seven. Zach Gibson had a promo before the match. If you hate Gibson, shoes off.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, if you hate Gibson, shoes off.
If you hate Gibson, clap your hands.
The amount of heat that he gets is astronomical.
It's so good.
People love to hate him.
It's so good.
It loves to hate him.
Oh man. All the chants.
Yeah.
That's all so good.
It's all great. Tyler Bate, about halfway through, runs down ringside to help out Trent Seven. At one point, Trent's putting Shankly Gates, gets to the ropes. Trent hits his former finisher, 7-star lariat, a Rainmaker. Gibson kicks out. James Drake runs down.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. He kicked out of a Rainmaker.
Yeah, I know. Ringside, he takes out Tyler Bate, and he holds Zach Gibson's hand during a roll-up pin, helping him win. Zach picks up the W, and then afterwards, Wolfgang and the Coffee Brothers run down the ring, and they attack Mustache Mountain.
So they had referenced the promo about the tag team titles that Mustache Mountain had cut weeks ago. And this is sort of the result of that, because they said we want all the best competition, and now you have one sort of unlikely alliance between Zach Gibson and James Drake, and then you've got the Coffee Brothers. They're doing their thing too. So
we're definitely getting like some sort of tag team tournament coming
There's
up.
a big old target on Mustache Mountain's back appropriately. So it's going to be kind of interesting how they do this. Well, I'm not going to talk about the women's title because there's spoilers.
Yeah,
out there.
that's already happened.
But it makes me wonder if they're going to take a similar tact with the tag titles.
Yeah, it could be.
NXT, the go home to WarGames Takeover.
Yeah, show kicked off with Bianca Belair versus Mia Yim. Bianca Belair she's something else.
They gave this match a lot of time, and she is so good.
She is awesome.
Is so good.
She's only been wrestling for like 2 years.
I know.
And the way she projects her character, carries herself in that ring, commands
when she was
the audience's attention.
On Mia Yim's back, doing her nails.
Yeah. God, that was so good.
Digging they said it was Mia Yim's
hair. Yeah. Chewing gum the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. She is outstanding. She picked up the win with her finisher, but it was a good match. Good back and forth. Good showing. Good strong showing for Mia Yim in her NXT debut.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Next, you referenced this segment earlier. War Raiders, Pete Dunne and Ricochet backstage kind of arguing about who was going to take on Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah.
And then finally Hanson just yelled and says, I'm going to do it.
Kind of an interesting decision. The guy who is not a singles wrestler decides to just do it. It didn't turn out for the best. So it probably should have just been Pete Dunne.
Or Ricochet.
Either one, or Ricochet.
After that, this episode had a lot of video packages. And the first one, this Aleister Black Gargano one, was pretty good. Really get a good sense of the backstory, everything that led up to this match. But again, it's all rehashing of old stuff.
Yeah.
After that, a Matt Riddle interview.
He said, I made my successful debut, and that's
funny.
If that's what we're to expect from Matt Riddle, I'm so excited.
Oh, I know. I
made my successful debut, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening next. And then grumpy Cassius Ohno
comes in. It's like, I've tried to challenge you several times. I've come in here before. I challenged Shinsuke Nakamura.
And
he accepted. Challenged this person. They accepted. Why aren't you accepting? It's like, fine, we'll do it next week, man.
Oh, bro. Oh, man. So, yeah, we're getting that next week, which will probably be the dark match at TakeOver.
Or maybe they'll shoot
at San Jose.
We'll find out tonight later on.
I don't know what they're doing.
Next.
Wait a second. Are they going to make those TakeOver Fallouts beefier with, actual content now?
That'd be great.
That'd be awesome. You got to figure, man. Because this is the first time I can't remember them doing a taping right before a takeover. Look, here's the thing. If somebody's watching NXT, the NXT following a takeover, chances are they've seen that takeover.
I know.
There's a good chance.
Pretty good chance.
More new content.
More new. There's storylines you got to progress. Next, Carissa Rivera taking on Lacey Evans. This really wasn't much of a match.
Carissa Rivera had a good look to her.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Lacey Evans knocked her out with the woman's right. Afterwards, she dropped a promo.
Kind of standard stuff for Lacey Evans. Yeah. But this is going to be kind of interesting. I don't know if they're going to do... It feels like her and Bianca Belair are kind of on a trajectory towards the title scene. Bianca Belair, I think, obviously, she's been referencing it much more directly than Lacey Evans. But they're both heels. And Shayna Baszler, the current champion, is a heel. So how is that all going to work out? I don't know. And then Candice LeRae evidently is a heel now.
Well, Kairi Sane could win at Takeover.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Mm-hmm. And then Shayna up to Maine.
Quantum leaps to Survivor Series, I guess, maybe, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, it could be.
Then we had a couple video packages after that. One for Tommaso Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream. Nary reference, I think, to Lars Sullivan in this thing. And then also a Kairi Sane, Shayna Baszler one. Just doing recaps of the story leading up to their matches.
Yep.
Main event, Hanson, Warbeard Hanson. Taking on Kyle O'Reilly. Heck of a guitar solo by Kyle O'Reilly going
Big
down
time.
that ramp.
That was,
leg kick and all.
The spotlight was on him, and he took advantage of it.
This was a fun match.
Yeah, it was.
Hanson goes to the top rope. This is towards the end. Kyle O'Reilly was doing everything he could to get Hanson off his feet, working over his legs. They worked for a while. Hanson eventually got the upper hand. Goes to the top rope. Adam Cole runs down the ramp.
Hold on, is this true?
What?
Days Weeble here in chat says, I love that Rivera's music is the 7-second dance break song.
Oh, I didn't notice.
I wonder if that's true. If true, that's hilarious.
That's pretty funny. Hanson goes to the top rope. Adam Cole runs down to the ramp.
He says, don't you do it.
Yeah.
Don't you do it.
Yeah.
Get down from there.
Hanson goes for the moonsault. Kyle gets out of the way. Adam Cole.
That was a beautiful moonsault, though.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Boy, he's got a good one.
Adam Cole, when the ref isn't looking, enziguri to Hanson. Axe kick. Forearm smashed from Kyle to Hanson. Hanson kicks out. Ray Rowe runs down the ringside, takes out Adam Cole. Roderick Strong and Bobby Fish run down, take out Ray Rowe. Pete Dunne runs down to even the numbers.
Hold on. Pete Dunne saunters down.
Yeah, he's got a bad foot.
And every time somebody comes up to him, he forearms them, and they just go flying.
I love how everybody sells his forearm. It's
it was awesome.
Spectacular. And then Ricochet out of nowhere pops in the ring and does like a tope on everybody.
Over the referee. The referee was like on the ropes like this. Ricochet comes from behind him and topes over him. It was awesome.
Fantastic. All the confusion allows Kyle O'Reilly to get his hands on a tag title. He hits Hanson with it. He picks up the win.
Mm-hmm.
Advantage, Undisputed Era at WarGames on Saturday.
Yes. Yeah.
And then at the end of the show, Undisputed Era stands tall on the ramp, and Pete Dunne is really selling a foot injury in the ring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
time for predictions.
Yes. First match, Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano.
It's going to be Aleister Black.
Yes, Aleister. Totally Aleister.
4 matches here, so let me see what my confidence... Oh, most of my confidence points are going for the title match.
Oh, yeah. And then second most is this one.
Yeah, I'm confident about everything except for the women's title, but I guess what you just said makes total sense, so I'll probably just go with that.
Yep.
So Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane for best 2 out of 3 falls match.
I'm going with Kairi Sane. Only 1 confidence point, though.
Hold on.
Basically, everybody else in the women's division right now is a heel.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a way to like split with you just for the sake of splitting, but I can't. It's Kairi Sane. The thing is, they've sort of set this up to give us the story that Kairi's actually better than Shayna. It's just Shayna, like in that first match, as she says, I beat myself. Kairi didn't beat me. And in the second match at Evolution, it was basically the interference of the 4 horsewomen that helped her. So in a best 2 out of 3 falls match, it's a very definitive thing. Kairi Sane wins.
Yes, Kairi Sane goes over. Shayna probably gets moved up to main.
We might split on this one.
Could be.
I got Undisputed Era. They have everything. Everything says they should lose because they stood tall and they have the advantage. They're going to win.
Yeah, they should win.
They really should win.
I don't think we're splitting at all. I think we're in complete agreement with this because I was going to pick the Era as well. Undisputed Era. Both of us 2 confidence points. So we're in complete agreement.
They book Undisputed Era really, really strong, and they're going to continue.
WarGames is their match.
It really is, yeah.
Is freaked out as Adam Cole is when he hears those words.
I don't know why.
They're going to be 2-0
in the office.
Yeah, but they're going to be 2-0 in that cage. So
yep.
Want to answer some questions?
Let's answer some questions.
First, Fear and Loathing NYC. Taker submits creation before tonight's deadline. Is the big red machine Kane? Only difference is his outfit and mask are yellow. Does he get drafted? So it's Kane and yellow.
Well, if it's The Undertaker submitting a creation, again, I go back to pay for play. I would say send us an intro where you say, like a dog.
And then draft it for sure.
Wear the T-shirt, because we still have a bunch of those T-shirts.
Yeah.
And number 1 pick.
All right.
P-Kane.
Wayne Maker, F you, Steve, taking
Really?
you out with a Wayne Maker clean. I think it's because you're talking trash about his creation.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's probably going to get murdered if he goes to WCW.
Right.
I'm just letting you know in advance, buddy.
Fear and Loathing NYC, Power Rank Worst 2018. That's going to be
NXT. We didn't even talk about the NXT title match. Ciampa goes over.
Oh, yeah, Ciampa goes over.
That's where I had all my confidence
Yeah,
points.
same here. Ciampa goes over. Sorry.
Who said that? Cody Miles mentioned
Thank you.
that in the Discord. Yeah.
Fear and Loathing NYC, Power Rank Worst 2018. We're going to probably do something at end of the year for that.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have...
We usually do wrestlers at the best and worst 2018.
We're going to do count-outs for the end of the year.
Bob Roode, Club, Bray Wyatt, or AJ Styles front area. Worst year. Bob Roode.
AJ Styles was champion for like the entire year.
I know.
Basically.
His front area took a lot of punishment, but he held on to that belt for the most part.
But he held on to that title.
Yes, Bob Roode.
He's a champ. I mean, look, as long as... Maybe he might need some of the boner gum. Maybe. I mean, in that respect, if there's a problem down there in his front area business, then maybe it's AJ Styles. But if everything's still go... Then, hey.
Yeah, it's Bob Roode.
What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger.
Wayne Maker says, Man on Fire, best film. You ever seen Man on Fire?
No, I
believe
haven't.
it was Denzel Washington.
Yeah, that's Denzel.
Tony Scott directed the movie. I believe. I haven't seen it, though.
All right.
Another one from Wayne Maker. UK title is now but a promo belt. We all know that only 3 people can legit win that title.
Well, who?
I think it's all British Strong Style at this point.
You think so?
Yeah. Wayne Maker again. Wolfgang needs a cuddle.
Yeah, man.
And again, Wayne Maker. Mark Andrews' music is the style of Busted. Google it.
I'll Google it after the show if I care that much. I don't. Is that like a style of music that's just inherently anti-Steve? Because that's what I don't like.
I don't know.
I don't like it.
Jacinto Gonzalez, my fiance got mad that I put a 70-inch TV and surround sound on our wedding registry, and now she's more upset that someone actually bought.
Yeah, Jacinto for the win.
Good move.
Oh man,
great move.
That's awesome. Good for you,
Josh Little. Do you think that Bianca Belair will have her undefeated streak broken by Shayna Baszler if she remains champion after WarGames? No, I think they'll keep them apart.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think that they understand they have something special with Bianca Belair.
Mm-hmm.
They're bringing her up in the correct manner.
I also don't think that Bianca Belair is going to have an undefeated streak like Asuka. I don't think that's going to happen.
You think? Oh, let me ask you this then. You think she's going to lose before she gets the title?
It's possible. I don't think it's likely, but I think it's possible.
If there was somebody out there that I could see doing that, but I don't see anybody out there. I don't see anybody in NXT.
No, I understand that. I just kind of feel like Asuka, they want to keep, on a certain level.
Oh, I don't think she's going to be there for as long as Asuka was. Yeah, I agree with that. They're not going to make a huge deal about it, but I mean, she'll lose on her way out of NXT.
Yeah, probably.
For sure. Yeah. That sounds right. Alex Foster, in kayfabe, how do wrestlers get clearance to cut promos in their own spaces, like the Boiler Room, Sanity's Lair, the Usos hallway, et cetera, et cetera?
They go and they commandeer a camera crew and just go and do it. That's what I think.
Yeah, it's really not that much different, I think, probably than real life.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure creative says, to Bray Wyatt, okay, we're going on down to the, when they first did it. Well, your character really should be in a dark place. Let's go down to the Boiler Room or the bowels of the arena or whatever.
Yeah. Or maybe they just have their own camera crews that follow them around all the time.
That could be too.
They hire their own camera crews. Wayne Maker says, Busted are a band that were relevant in 2002.
Oh, God. Busted. Christopher Romperson, was 205 Live main event the best match on 205 Live ever? It would need some history behind it, but I would still think that like a Cedric Ali match was probably the best ever.
I think that match, the Ollie Buddy Murphy one during the tournament where Ollie did the 450 on the Buddy Murphy's arm.
So good.
That might be the best one.
That was so good.
That was so good.
There's been a lot of really good matches. Oh, that's cool. I didn't see this. Horton Here's a New Writer said, have you seen the WWE Performance Center has a new YouTube channel?
Yeah, I heard that. The first one's with Matt Riddle. That's
cool. That's really neat. Tim Spulak. If NXT were to invade main roster, what matches or feuds would you like to see on an NXT TakeOver X WWE pay-per-view?
Aleister Black versus Nakamura.
Yeah.
Undisputed Era versus... Or just Adam Cole versus AJ Styles.
That's
Ricochet versus Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I would take. What about Undisputed Era versus like essentially the Bullet Club, AJ, Finn, and the Club?
Mm-hmm. That'd be good. Daniel Bryan versus Johnny Gargano.
Bianca Belair versus Stone Cold Becky Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
Shane says punching finishers like Lacey Evans, Big Show, etc. are some of the worst finishers ever. Do you agree? If not, then what is one of the worst finishers?
Here's kind of the only issue I have with the punching finisher. Depending on what rule book you adhere to, you're not supposed to punch with a closed fist in the wrestling ring.
Yeah, sure.
It's supposed to be illegal.
DQ, yeah.
It's supposed to be illegal.
Yeah.
Someone like the Big Show, I get it because he's so massive. He's probably stronger than anybody else. So one punch from him could knock you out. That being said, I miss his choke slam. I wish he'd just do the choke slam. It's probably easier on his body for him to do the punch.
You know what finishers I'm not huge on? The ones where somebody essentially throws somebody up in the air and they just fall without any type. Like, okay, so a powerbomb is great because you're doing this to a guy on their back.
Yeah.
That's fine. And I'm trying to think of one that I'm thinking of. Like the F5. What about the F5 is really that devastating?
Yeah, no.
All you're doing is going from torture rack position for like a moment, so you're not really in the torture rack, which we know does a lot of damage.
Oh, it's devastating.
Devastating. And then he just sort of throws you up, and then he falls along with you.
Yeah, you fall parallel to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but it's not like he's doing this, which like, in a cutter or a stunner, like it's like, okay, you can say that, the grip right here is doing something.
Yeah, that the chin hitting shoulder, putting torque on the neck. That's good.
But I've seen some.
Or something like
I'm
that.
thinking of like Bianca Belair's first finisher, that terrible like.
Oh, the reverse powerbomb, yeah.
Where like she just throws the person over like that.
Yeah.
All they do is fall.
Yeah, now she's kind of got like a reverse burning hammer.
No, now it's great.
It's great.
Now it's awesome. But like when somebody just falls,
you
just throw them up and they fall.
Yeah.
I'm not really huge on that.
Yeah, not the best.
No, I see what you're saying. Like I actually like Lacey Evans' punch because it actually looks like she's able to pull it off, so it looks pretty brutal. And same with Big Shows. But in general, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. It all depends on the execution. Like in general, I don't really like clotheslines as a finisher.
Yeah, me neither. Except like in the case of JBL when it was obvious that dude was laying it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they booked the Rainmaker, and people sell the Rainmaker.
Which one's the big ending?
That's Big E's finish.
Oh yeah, let me just dump him over the side. Yeah.
No, he just like it's not like a stunner, but he has him over his shoulder and just falls on his back.
Or like isn't the freak accident? That's just sort of dumping him.
Yeah, that's picking someone up in like a bear hug position and dumping him on the ground.
Yeah. I don't really care about that. Let's see here. Michael Valdez, with Stephanie making comments about WWE one day being as big as Disney, do you think they will eventually bring back brands they own like WCW, ECW to fill all aspects of the WWE universe, much like Disney has Pixar, Marvel, LucasArts?
No, they gotta get the WWE brand right first.
That's getting really super niche without audience justification necessarily. The only thing that I could see them doing close to that is if they think there's a market on the network for an ECW type TV 14 or TV MA thing.
Maybe.
Like, I haven't watched a lot of ICW, but they'll drop curse words and they'll have like risque stuff, racier stuff there. And like if they were to acquire them and have that, just like a disclaimer at the beginning, hey, there's a bunch of cursing in this.
Yeah, just put the TV rating on it.
Let's see here. James Fletcher, how long till it won't matter if you're 5'10", 200 pounds that you could still win the Universal title? Guys like Aleister Black, Gargano, Ciampa. Well, Aleister Black is 6 feet.
Yeah, and in the very first Universal Champ was about 5'10", 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Finn Balor.
Yeah. But I mean, the question is kind of is it's not going to be long. If you look at so many wrestlers now, especially sort of coming up, it don't matter how tall they are.
Nope.
It doesn't. I mean, it does make guys like Drew and Braun a bit more rarefied. You know, like there's not as many of those big monsters because they want people who can actually wrestle now more than anything.
Yeah, people are going to be entertained by two huge muscular guys lumbering around the ring just throwing punches.
Yeah.
It's not entertaining.
So a little bit later on today, we're going to film our news episode for tomorrow.
Yes.
We're going to be doing that live.
Yes.
We will tweet it out at Real Going In Raw. We'll put it on the community. Yeah, look at that news story. Enzo Amore kicked off a plane. Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness gracious. Anyways, we're going to talk about that in post-show.
Yeah.
Patrons, stick around. We've got bonus episode coming up. Where's some music? Enzo, what are you doing, man? Anyways, yeah, we're doing that live today. So check that out. And until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.